Hi, second graders. So yesterday we read chapter 1 in our read aloud, Houndsley and Catina. And think back, can you remember what happened in yesterday's chapter? It was called The Writer. I'll flip through to give your brains a little bit of a refresher. Hopefully you can see this. And you can tell this background is an old photo because the date says 2018, August 29th, 2018. Oh, there's Catina with all 74 chapters, right? Do you remember how Houndsley felt while he was reading it and after he was reading it? Yeah, Houndsley, he didn't quite know what to say to Catina, right? Do you remember what he ended up telling her? He used the phrase, I am speechless. Now, sometimes speechless can be a really good thing when you're just so excited or so happy that you don't even know what to say. You can't even put it into words. But other times, I think like in this case, Houndsley didn't really know what to say because he didn't want to hurt Catina's feelings. So he just told her that he was speechless. It wasn't a lie, but he didn't exactly explain exactly what was on his mind. So now we're jumping into chapter 2. And some of you guys were thinking about predictions about what Houndsley is going to do with Catina and her book, right? So let's see what happens in chapter 2. It's called the cooking contest. Every Saturday night, Houndsley cooked dinner for his best friend, Catina, and his next door neighbor, Bert. This was not always easy. Even though she was a cat, Catina did not eat meat. And what Bert liked best were seeds, grains, and worms. There's the photo. But Houndsley did not mind. He enjoyed cooking, and he was good at it. One Saturday night, Bert said, everything you make is delicious, Houndsley. I've never had worms with poppy seeds and broccoli before. Like, here's a picture of Bert right there. Worms, Catina yelped. You know I'm a vegetarian. They are not real worms, Houndsley assured his friend. They only look like worms. They are made of tofu. Notice, do you see how I'm making my voice sound really calm for Houndsley? Because we learned in the last chapter that Houndsley is very peaceful and calm. He's a very soft voice. But by the dialogue tag yelped for Catina, my voice went super high, right? Because she is a much bigger personality than Houndsley. Catina laughed. You are a wonder, she said. Yes, said Bert. You should enter the cooking contest. Cooking contest? Oh, I don't know about that, Houndsley said, his voice growing softer with each word. Let me try that again. Cooking contest? Oh, I don't know about that, Houndsley said, his voice growing softer with each word. But you are a great cook, Catina cried. You could be famous. Do you think so? Houndsley asked. I know so, said Catina. When you have a talent as big as yours, you must share it with the world. Really? Here's the three friends. Take a look at Houndsley's face. How do you think he's feeling right now? A little bit nervous? Definitely. First prize is a set of pots and pans, said Bert. I could use a new set of pots and pans, said Houndsley. Although he already had so many, he was not sure where he would put them. All right, I will do it. It's hard to show the pictures sometimes with the background. There we go. Oh, nope. On the day of the cooking contest, Houndsley arrived with everything he needed. Oh, poor Houndsley. Look how many things he's bringing with him. And his friends are there to support him with a banner. I am going to make my 3-bean chili, Houndsley told Catina and Bert, who had come to cheer him on. Your 3-bean chili is delicious, Catina told him. You will win. Houndsley blushed. That means his cheeks got really red. He thought he might win too, but he did not dare to say so. So let's stop right here. Think back to how Catina was acting when she was writing her 74 chapter book. And think about now when Houndsley is more in the spotlight and he's entering this contest. What is the difference between how Houndsley is acting and how Catina would act in this case? Yeah, Houndsley is blushing. He's getting quiet. He thought he might win, but he's not saying that out loud. When, if we go back to chapter 1, Catina was just so excited and so confident in her book, right? She just couldn't get enough of it. So she is acting very differently than Houndsley is. I did not know so many others would be here, Houndsley said. Look, Houndsley, said Bert, you're going to be on television. Oh dear, Houndsley thought. Everyone will be watching me. Come on, picture. There, no. There we go. Houndsley made his 3-bean chili many times before, but today everything went wrong. He dropped a can of tomatoes on his foot. Ouch! He did not cook the rice long enough. And he forgot to put in the beans, all 3 kinds. When the judges came to taste his chili, they made faces. Oh, I think I broke a tooth on the rice, one of them said. I don't taste the beans, said another. Maybe you should call this no bean chili, said a third, and all the judges laughed. You could see the sign, they changed it to no bean chili instead of 3-bean chili. Oh, I bet Houndsley is feeling very upset and just nervous right now. Houndsley had never been so embarrassed in his life. I will never cook again, he told Catina and Bert. Not even for us, Bert said. Maybe for you, said Houndsley. But please do not ask for 3-bean chili. You could see how embarrassed and disappointed Houndsley looks here. But his friends are really helping him out. They're really comforting him. And that ends chapter 2. So I'm curious, we never talked about the book that Catina wrote again. I'm wondering if in the last chapter, chapter 3, if that's going to pop up again. And I wonder if they'll talk about Houndsley and how he's doing after the contest. So that's everything that I'm wondering right now. I'm wondering, what are you wondering after we just read that chapter? We will see tomorrow when we read chapter 3 together. Bye, second graders.